Are you a little worried if you're Connetquot?
Why?
Well, last year the T-Birds started the season 12-0. They will be 10-0 before they go and host Melville next week.
They're a better team than they were last year. It's primarily all the same guys who are back. It was a historic year last year, but these guys are hungry. It's not about an undefeated regular season. It's about taking that next step and getting to Laval Stadium. So
this game was personal because it was West that knocked them out of the playoffs last year. Their only loss was to Northport a year ago, and West said, "Get out, quarterfinals, get out." But they wanted this one, and West came in off the loss, one goal. A tough week for West. My gosh, they lose 2 games by a goal. Tough one. But this was personal. Let's put it this way: did the game mean more to Connetquot or Smithtown West?
I think by far Connetquot, because they're still trying to prove themselves. Smithtown West obviously wanted to bounce back off a loss, but for Connetquot it was all about putting their name into that upper echelon in big boy Suffolk lacrosse.
Is there some dislike between these two teams, West and Connetquot? My gosh.
Just a little bit.
A lot of penalties, skirmishes, the whole thing.
Hey, this is Suffolk County big boy lacrosse. I mean, it's about getting to the top of the rainbow. And Connetquot, what you like what they're doing, Mike, look, they're winning a lot of one-goal games. You can look at that one of 2 ways. They're leaving themselves vulnerable, or they're having some character victories along the way.
I think one-goal victories are character wins.
Okay. Connetquot, Smithtown West. Here's Smithtown West. Dan Riley. It's 5-3 now. We move to the third. Jimmy the Kid. Jimmy Caddigan's not a kid anymore, Mike. I can't call him Jimmy the Kid. He finds Matty Miller. What time is it?
Oh, yeah, Miller.
Smithtown on top 7-4, but Connetquot, fourth quarter, here they come. Matty O. Being chased by a big cat. It's now a 7-6 game. That was the first of 2 in 39 seconds. Mike, Dan Lewis has had 3 goals in his entire life. Look at the big fella. Make it 4.
Yeah. Oh, the big fella going down Broadway.
Dan O. Less than a minute later, back come the Bulls, though. Danny C. Carosas. Wraparound. Smithtown West is up by 1. Under 4 minutes left. Connetquot looking for the answer. GQ Grippo. His only tally of the game. We are tied at 8. But Connetquot wasn't interested in ties. Matty Ole has 5 goals in the game. Number 6 would be the best one of the day. Connetquot is 9-0 with a 1-goal victory over Smithtown West. Their 4th 1-goal victory in a row.
That's great. How about Danny Lewis, huh?
Oh, I mean, hey, listen.
We love stuff like
There's
that.
nothing like a guy that big who's not supposed to score goals, who's not supposed to run by people, because that goal is like a novel, okay? It has the first chapter when he picks it up, and you're like, okay, Dan. Then he gets to midfield. It's like the second chapter, and you're like, Danny. Then he gets to the restraining line, and you're like, is this about to happen?
Right.
And then bang.
Well, we talked to the big O and the big guy.
Right before that, I actually threw that exact pass to Georgie, and he hit the goalie's foot, and then I knew it was going to be open, so I just cut down, and he hit me and put it in. This team, last year, they took us out of the playoffs early, so we wanted to come back and beat them. I wanted it bad. I had no intention of shooting that at all, actually. I was looking for my friend Matty, number 13, and then the kid just stayed on him, so I shot, and man, it was amazing. I had 0 my first 2 years on varsity. I had 2 this year, actually. Before that, I think maybe I had 2 my whole life. Man, it's a great feeling.
Oh, man, he looks like Superman.
I'll tell you what, he's quickly, you know me, I have a new favorite player every week. Yeah, Danny Lewis is now, whoa, boy, like this guy.
Yeah.
Like him a lot. Hey, Dill, if somebody said to you 6 years ago that at one point Smithtown East would have 7 consecutive victories over West Islip, what would you have said?
How many years ago?